Borida, friendy I, and welcome to Time to Thrive. It's really wonderful to see you today, isn't it, Blue? It sure is. I love seeing all my friends. Shall we do a check-in and find out how we're all doing? Today's question is, if you were a board game, what would you be? What do you think you would be, Blue? Well, my favourite game is Snakes and Ladders. It's so exciting, Miss Snake. You can roll in the dice and go around the board. Sometimes you go up a ladder, sometimes you slide down a snake. But it lasts a long time. It's a really good game. It really is a good game, isn't it? I think I like Ludo. It's similar, moving around the board. It's such good fun, isn't it? So, today we've got a fantastic book all about having a positive mental attitude, the power of yet. We've got some rhythm with Mulberry. We've got a fantastic activity where we're making a musical instrument, and we're going to have some breathing exercises with Violet. Shall we get on with it?
To make bongos, you will need empty crisp tubes. I painted mine white. Some balloons, a pair of scissors, some tape. Begin by cutting the ends off a balloon. Be careful with the scissors or ask for adult help if needed. Stretch your balloon over the empty end of your crisp tube. I then taped my bongo tubes together. The bongos are now ready to play. Enjoy beating out a rhythm.
Well, it's fabulous to see Mulberry in the Thrive Shed this afternoon. Hello there, Mulberry. All right, everyone, how are you all doing? It's great to see you all. What are we doing today, Mulberry? Well, Miss Nick, what we're going to do is we're going to use those bongos that you've just made, and we're going to do our affirmations again with the tune of To Three Blind Mice, but beating a rhythm on the bongos. Sounds amazing. Shall I get the bongos out then? Here they are then. So these are the bongos that we've just made. Okay. And do you want to remind us, Mulberry, what the affirmations were? That's right. So the first one was, I am special. I am special. I am amazing. I am amazing. I am perfect the way I am. I am perfect the way I am. I am me. I am me. Right. Okay. I'll pop Mulberry down here. You can be in charge of the bongos, okay then, Mulberry? And here are my bongos. So, a bit of balancing going on there. Right, okay. So we're going to do, got our bongo rhythm going on there. Are you ready? So, I am special. I am special. I am amazing. I am amazing. I'm perfect just the way I am. I'm perfect just the way I am. I am me. I am me. Wow, what terrific fun that was. I really loved using the bongos. Thank you, Mulberry, for the affirmations and for getting us to beat out a lovely rhythm to go with it with those affirmations. We'll see you again next time. That's right. Take care, everyone. Bye. Oren's here for some positivity. Oren, g'day everyone. It's really wonderful to see you all today. Isn't it just? What are we doing today then, Oren? Well, today it's all about kindness. And I want us to also focus on another way that we can be kind to the people in our lives. Oh, that sounds great, doesn't it? So we can't see all of our loved ones at the moment. I know we live in a home with people, but there's lots of people out there that we like or we love that we're not able to sadly see at the moment. And I want us to acknowledge that. And one way that we can connect with them is through our phones or our parents' phones. Sometimes we're able to call people up and speak to them, or we can send them a text message, and that can be really helpful for us and for them. So that's what I want us to think about today. I was really missing old Nanny Tangerine, and I was missing seeing her face, and I was missing hearing her voice. And so I called her up on the phone and I spoke to her, and just hearing her voice, it made me feel good inside, and I think it made her feel good inside as well. And so it was really sweet, and I was able to say to old Nanny Tangerine, I was able to say, do you know what, Nanny Tangerine, I'm really missing you. She said, I'm really missing you too. And it was just really nice to know that, you know, we were still thinking about each other even though we weren't all together. It's really important, isn't it, for us to sometimes have that connection with other people. So for the kind jar, then, Oren, you've made a little note, you've drawn a picture of yourself, and you've drawn a picture of a phone there, and you've written the word call on there. Here's the kind jar. Just hold that up. Remember, that's our kind jar, and it's got all our little notes in there of kind activities that we've done already. And I'm going to fold up Oren's note of making a call, reaching out and connecting with somebody that you're thinking about and letting them know. And that's gone in the kindness jar. Thank you for sharing that with us, Oren. I think that's going to make a huge difference for us all, isn't it? Being able to contact and reach out to people. That's right. Well, you all take care now. Goodbye.
Today's story is called I Can't Do That Yet by Esther Pierre Cordova and illustrated by Maima Adiputri. It's bedtime, Anna. Anna loves all kind of times. Free time, playtime, cookie time, and even brushing teeth time. Bedtime is the time that Anna doesn't like. But everybody knows that before bedtime comes story time, and Anna loves story time. Anna's dad asked her to read the first page. Like every evening, Anna responded, I can't do that. Halfway through the story, Baxter crawled into the bed. Her dad pretended that he didn't notice. Anna couldn't remember the end of the story. She must have fallen asleep, but suddenly she wasn't in her bed anymore. She looked around and saw a woman. The woman was tall with long brown hair and glasses. Anna had the feeling she knew her. Somehow they must have met before. Finally, you're here. I was waiting for you all day long, said the woman. Let me show you what we have done. The woman smiled and took Anna by the hand. Look, Anna, this is our office. We usually arrive here at around 9 in the morning. The team we work with is awesome. We hired a bunch of very creative and smart people. Everybody works together and we lead the technical department. Anna could tell that the woman was excited, but she had no idea what she was talking about. She didn't want to interrupt her, but she didn't understand why the woman kept saying we. Anna had never been here before. And why did the woman look so familiar? Yesterday was a crazy day. The servers went down and everybody was worried. At first we couldn't find a problem in the code. Our webpage wasn't showing anything, but fortunately we were able to fix it in just 20 minutes. Anna was confused. She didn't know what servers were or why they were important, but she was glad that the woman was able to fix the problem. Then the woman took Anna to a desk where she turned on her computer and started writing something on a green background. Anna, I'm going to take a break. Can you finish the rest of the work? I can't do that. Really? The woman started laughing and Anna thought that was mean, but her laugh was so contagious that she eventually had to laugh too. Suddenly, the woman got up and went to the fridge. She put celery sticks and a jar of peanut butter on the counter. Slowly, the woman started to put a celery stick directly into the jar. Anna's mum always told Anna to use a fork instead of putting the celery directly into the jar, but the woman didn't seem to care. Anna still couldn't remember the woman's name, so she asked, "You're telling me all these things and I don't even know your name." The woman looked at Anna in the eyes and said, "I'm you and you are me." That was not possible. How can one person also be another person? The woman stood up from her chair and whispered, "My name is Anna, and I'm a possible version of you in the future. The only thing different about you and me is time." Anna was confused. "That can't be true. I don't even know what you're talking about. Server, code. I can't do any of that." "You can't do that, Anna. You can't do that yet, because you haven't had the time that I've had. When we were 16, we started to learn computer programming. We made this little game and everything went from there. You really wanted this, and so you created me, just like you created this game." "But I don't remember any of that. How could you? This is the future. If you want this, it could be your future." Anna couldn't believe what she had just heard. How could all of this be possible? She wasn't like this woman at all, but maybe she really could be like her. This future seemed exciting. Anna had so many thoughts at once that she wasn't able to say anything. The woman had said that Anna could be her if she wanted. But what if she didn't want to be her? Anna didn't want to hurt her older self's feelings, so she didn't say anything. Anna's older self looked at her and said gently, "You don't need to say anything. I know exactly how you feel. I want you to meet a few people before you have to go. All of them care about you very much." With these words, she opened a door wide, and Anna could see what was inside. The room was full of Annas. There were so many Annas that she didn't know which one to focus on first. Each one seemed different, but at the same time similar. Nobody seemed to notice little Anna. She wished she were able to stay forever and to meet every single one of them. Just when she finally had the courage to step into the room full of Annas, the door closed. Suddenly, Anna's feet started to feel wet. She heard a voice far away. The voice told her that she had to go now. She then heard her old self telling her one last thing. "We are always inside you, even when you don't see, feel, or know it." Anna felt Baxter licking her feet and quickly realized that she was back in her bed. She got up right away and told her dad, "I want to try to read that first page tonight. With a little time, I'll get it right. I just can't do it yet." I just can't do that yet.
It's really lovely to see Violet in the Thrive Shed today, isn't it? Hi there, Violet. How are you doing? Oh, hello, children. Hello, Miss Nick. It's really lovely to see you all. I hope you're all doing really well. I've been thinking about you all. You've been on my mind. How lovely. It's nice to know that you're in somebody's thoughts, isn't it? That's really nice. So what are we doing today, Violet? Well, Miss Nick, today I've got a really lovely mindful activity for us all to do. Oh, fantastic. What's it all about? Well, it's about using our senses. Now, some of you will already know that your senses are your sight, so what you can see, your sense of smell, so the things that you can sniff and smell, your sense of taste, so when we're eating our lovely food, all the flavours we can taste, our sense of touch, and don't let's forget the things we can hear too. Wowzers, all those senses going on. So what are we going to do? Well, we're going to use some numbers as well. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to think quietly for a moment, and then we're going to think, or say out loud if you want to, 5 things that you can see. Okay, so just have a little moment. Have a look around you. Okay, you're having a look as well. 5 things you can see. What can you see, Violet? Well, I can see the bushes and trees out of the window, so that's one thing. I can see all my puppet monster friends. That's 2. Miss Nick, I can see you. You can. That's 3. I can see the birds on the bird table. 4. Fantastic. And I can see all your books on the bookcase, Miss Nick. 5 things. How lovely. So it's just having that moment, is it, Violet, to notice and just take in the things around you. How lovely. What do we do next? Well, next, then, Miss Nick, we're going to do 4 things we can touch. 4 things we can touch. Oh, have a look around you in your homes. Just see, what can you touch? What can you touch, Violet? Well, I can touch you, Miss Nick. That's right. That's right. That's 1. And I can touch the chair that you're sitting on, Miss Nick. That's right, you are. What else can you touch? If I stretch my arm out, right over here I can touch the books. Oh, there she goes. Oh, she's touched the books, look. That's 3. And I can touch my head. Oh, that was a funny one, wasn't it? I wonder what you can touch at home. Have a look round and have a think. See what you can touch. And then as you touch them, see what it feels like. It might be soft. It might be hard. It might be prickly. It might be smooth. And just have a sense into that and what it feels like. What's next then, Violet? Well, next, Miss Nick, then we're going to do 3 things we can hear. 3 things we can hear. Fantastic. What can you hear, Violet? She's been quiet for a minute, Miss Nick. Well, Miss Nick, I can hear the birds tweeting on the bird table because they're all very busy feeding, and I can hear them tweeting to each other. Fantastic. What else? I can hear the low rumble of the cars passing by the house. That's right, so can I. And I can hear the sound of the leaves on the trees ruffling above the Thrive shed. Wow. So when we take that quiet moment to really listen, we can pick up all kinds of different sounds that are around us, can't we? Okay, what's next then? Well, next, Miss Nick, it is name 2 things that you can smell. 2 things that you can smell. Take a big breath in through your nose. 2 things you can smell. What can you smell? Well, Miss Nick, you've recently had your grass cut, and what I can smell is that fantastic smell of freshly cut grass. Oh yes, that is a great smell. And the other thing I can smell, Miss Nick, is your perfume. Oh, how funny. All right, so you smelled 2 things. So why don't you have a sniff and see if you can smell 2 things as well. What's the last one then, Violet? The last one, Miss Nick, is we've got to see what we can taste. Can you taste 1 thing? Have a think about that for a minute. You might need to close your eyes to sense into what you can taste. What can you taste, Violet? Well, I've just cleaned my teeth, so my taste buds are sensing the minty cool freshness of my toothpaste. How fantastic. I wonder what you can taste. Thank you for sharing that mindful activity with us today, Violet. It's a really great way of, isn't it, of just being present and being in the moment and just noticing and being curious about all the things that are around us. Thank you. See you soon, everyone. Well, Blue, it's Would You Rather time, and today's Would You Rather question is, would you rather always be rhyming or always be singing? What do you reckon, Blue? What would you choose? Well, I think I'd always be singing, Miss Nick. I like to rhyme, I like my poems, but I just sing all the time. I don't think I could give it up. Fair enough. I wonder what you would choose. So we've got one last thing to do before we say goodbye, Blue, and it's our joke. And today's joke, are you ready for it? Oh yes, he's ready, look at him. Today's joke is, what do you call a dinosaur with very poor vision? A dinosaur that can't see very well. Well, I don't know. What do you call a dinosaur that can't see very well? A do you thinkosaurus? Great joke, Miss Nick. That was, wasn't it? And with that, we're going to say goodbye. You ready, Blue? Bye, everyone. Au revoir, friendly eye.